Watching Kyle's unboxing videos again?
Yeah, he always finds the coolest... No way! A robot dog? Gotta ask where he got it.
Or use your Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra. Just draw a circle around the dog on your screen, and it shows you where to buy it right in the app.
Whoa, I just learned a new trick. And that for once, I beat Kyle to the next big thing.
Circle it, find it with the new Galaxy S24 Ultra and circle the search with Google. Get yours now at Samsung.com. Internet connection required. Results may vary based on visuals.
Bare naked, bare naked, bare naked, ABCs.
Welcome to the Bare Naked ABCs, where we discuss every single Bare Naked Lady song from 7 to Y. And we have finally come to the song that I think is going to be the most controversial song that we ever discuss on this show. Literally, Jeff had to pick which episodes to come on because he's super busy right now. And he actually said, I don't want to join this week because he didn't want to, coincidentally, rain on anyone's parade, to use the metaphor.
Funny.
Some people say that the song is the worst BNL song ever written. Others say it's their favorite ever. So let's see what tonight's group thinks. Tonight I have joining me Stefan and Betsy. Thank you for joining me, guys.
Oh, you're welcome.
Of course.
So it sounds like this song is Moxie for a lot of people. You know the drink Moxie?
Moxie, oh,
Either
yeah.
people hate Moxie or they really like it.
Exactly.
So
I think that
there's
is...
any gray matter.
When you
I agree.
soda, that's what's going to happen.
I think that is the perfect way of saying it. Like BNL typically is like Barks, and that's a little bit different of a root beer. But no, this is definitely a Moxie, which
Yeah, definitely.
but Stefan is actually drinking IBC right now.
That's right. The one and only.
Maybe that's his sign of what he thinks about the song. But we'll get back to that. But
No.
we do have guests tonight that I want to introduce. I am very, very happy that we could get these guys on, especially last minute. They were wonderful to join us as quickly as they did. We have joining us tonight the Stoney Park Pow-Wow Singers. We have Greaves, Coleman Beaver, Harlan Beaver, and Coleman Jr. Thank you, gentlemen.
Yeah, welcome to be here.
Oh, so
Now-
glad to have you on.
Now, if you don't know who these guys are, first of all, you obviously haven't read the liner notes of tonight's song, because these are the guys that did the drumming and the background singing and I don't know how to describe the singing, but it's a very different sound than normal BNL, and that's what they're bringing to this song.
What would you guys say or classify it as? Would
Powwow
it be a
music,
chant?
Yes.
A what?
Powwow music, native culture, powwow music,
Okay.
and when I think about it, it's very hard to merge two different music together.
Right.
Yeah.
It's kind of very difficult because the beat and the sounds is because more the way we sing it, it's more of a like the tones and the chanting part, and we have our own language in there too in our songs. So,
Yeah.
but sometimes it's very difficult to bring a powwow music and merge it with the like for instance R&B, pop,
Right.
today's mainstream music. It's very hard to bring it together, but somehow we did it with this song.
Yeah.
How did that come together with this song?
Well,
Not very easy, huh?
not very easy.
That must be
Well, us with Jim Cregan, well, we had a lot of brainstorming going together, and we make sure the tempo and the tune and the everything had to fit in. Otherwise, it'll just I don't know, it'll just
Clash.
won't fit, or won't match, or something like that. So,
Well, and Jim was having a really tough time with the tempo of this song. He and he said it that in Paul's book, he said that it was the biggest fight that he and Tyler had ever gotten into. Not because they disagreed with each other, but just because they were both feeling so incredibly powerful about this song and wanting it to work and invested in it, and they couldn't make it work with the rhythm piece. And so go ahead.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. It's very hard to get the rhythm going with power music with today's mainstream music. It's I don't know, the tempo, the rhythm is very different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, but somehow we managed to pull through it.
Well, so did he bring you the rhythm that he had already kind of been working with, or did like he come to you and kind of let you kind of drive some of that? Like, how did that work?
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, I know that it might take time to remember this because, I mean, we're talking almost 30 years here at this point.
Yeah.
Wow. Was that long ago?
Yeah, 1996 is when it was released, so they recorded this in 95.
Holy smokes.
Almost.
Wow.
Yeah,
that was...
Yeah, he brought it in.
Jim brought the song in, and took us a while to fit all the words and the drumming in there. It changed a little. It added a little, like almost a small tune to the end.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Now, the powwow piece of this song, is it, did you take an original piece and try to make it fit, or was it completely created, or how?
How does that
Yeah,
work?
we just
curious.
created that song right at the moment there.
Oh,
no kidding.
nice.
Oh, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most of
I would agree.
So,
most of the older music from before, from the past, it's so traditional, we're not allowed to touch those. So my crew had to come up with new songs.
I was going to ask about that.
Made a name for ourselves.
Yeah.
Now, is original powwow singing more of a prayer or a meditation rather than just a musical piece? And for this song, you made it into more of a musical piece, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
There's two different types of power music too. So one type of power music, it's all universal, it's all public. To each different tribes, they come together and they sing and dance, and they have competitions going too. So, and then there's another powwow where it's called a traditional powwow, where the community and surrounding other tribes can come and just have traditional powwow singing and dancing, with no competition, but having giveaways and gifts and feast and so on. So there's two different types.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
And
it's just what I was going to say, Tracy. Yeah, that sounds amazing.
Yeah, and families own their own songs too. So.
Oh wow! No kidding. Yeah. So it kind of it has different layers to it. It has a regional, almost a public category, and then it kind of breaks it down even almost to an individual, or to a family. Yeah. Oh wow, that's awesome. Oh wow.
Can I ask a question then to you guys?
Yes.
So, are there songs that are considered like too sacred to kind of like merge into like what you did with The Spider in My Room? Like, are there songs that they're intact songs that you don't try to mix with other songs?
Yes, we don't do that because it's in our custom not to do that. So, and there sometimes some of these songs go way back, even 50 to 100 years or so. So that's why we leave those songs alone, and they can only be sung during our ceremonial purposes too. So
good,
as it should be,
as
it should. Yeah. Those are yours.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
Yeah,
but awesome. We do have veteran songs, honoring veterans and stuff. So at a powwow they do that. So today's age.
Oh wow!
And is it always like vocalizations and things like that, or are there ever actually like any kind of like words or like lyrics, like a traditional song, or is it all just?
Oh yes,
kind of...
there's lyrics in there.
Okay.
Yeah. So, like any other songs, they have a chorus, and we do have that too.
Okay.
Oh, that's awesome.
And are there words to this? Because I noticed that earlier you mentioned words. Are there words to this song? And what's the language that it's in?
Oh, the one with the spider in my room, our song.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's our language. It's Stoney language.
Okay, Stoney language. Okay,
that's pretty cool.
Similar to Sioux.
Okay.
Okay.
If you know Sioux, like for instance, if you know. Like it's almost similar, but not a whole lot. But just like how French and Spanish are kind of, in some ways, it's similar.
Similar root, huh?
Yeah,
yeah.
It's like that with if you ever watched Dances with Wolves, that language that they have in that movie, it's almost similar to that. But most of the time, the pronunciation and some of the meaning is different. So.
Wow, that's awesome. That's just awesome.
Learning so much tonight.
Yeah.
So would it be okay to ask what the words are that you guys are singing in the song?
Same thing what Jim Cregan is talking about in that song. It's the same thing. Spider in my room.
Oh. Oh, that is so cool.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And when I first
to our tradition, the spider, it's if he comes into your room, he's bringing you lots of luck. He's catching all the bad luck that surrounds you.
I love spiders.
That's why if you notice, that's why you have dream catchers. When you see the dream catchers, it's almost like a web.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now it's starting to make sense. I'm a little bit slow. Thanks, guys.
Now, I was going to ask about that because spiders, depending on which culture you come from, spiders have different meaning. And one of the things that I was noting in reading about this week was, of course, this song is the part that Jim has written is about. Not wanting to kill a spider because that will make it rain. And I was like, okay, where did that nursery rhyme, where did that old adage myth come from? And as far as I could track down, that myth comes from Ireland and Scotland.
Wow.
You didn't.
Yeah.
And it was the first time the proverb was written down was in 1867, and it goes, "If you wish to live and thrive, let the spider run alive."
Interesting.
Yeah.
Similar concept.
Yeah, it's almost similar to us too. So
it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Because there's very few venomous spiders in the UK, and so to them they were like, the spider, even though it's scary, even though there's this taboo around it, that we often have this icky feeling as human beings when we see spiders and snakes and such. Like, they provide a really important service in terms of eating all the bugs, and so they came up with all these reasons to tell children and to remind ourselves to not kill them, such as like if it gets stuck in your hair, it'll bring you good financial luck, was another one that they had said in Ireland.
Yeah.
Well, there's only so much you can take from the Irish, really.
I wouldn't let a bunch live my hair. I don't know.
I'm just kidding.
I'm not sure I'm totally on board with that one.
I'm kidding. I fell
I'm really surprised too, because sometimes some Irish culture, like for us natives, we have sweat lodges, and I found out, I was reading an article that But in Irish culture, they have sweats too, like similar to that, the pagan style or something like that, and with the hand drum too. With the what do you call it? The Celtic.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. With the Celtic. Yeah.
Yeah, up in New England, we say it wrong. We call them the Celtics, but yeah.
Well, that's the sport.
That's a basketball team.
That's different.
Yes.
Well,
definitely.
I mean, it's the same. It's just we say it wrong, and so therefore.
I didn't know which side to say it, Celtic or Celtic. I wasn't too sure.
I think everything is Celtic except for the sports team for some reason. It doesn't make any sense. I think people just accepted it after a while.
Oh, that's Boston for you.
Yeah.
Got to be different. When I first heard this song, as an uneducated person about powwow singing, or even original American, not myths, but beliefs, and I'm losing the word here. Anyways, folklore or not wives' tales. I'm thinking old wives' tales, but there's truth to old wives' tales. Yeah. The first thing that crossed my mind was this might have been a rain dance. And I couldn't understand what the connection was to the spider until they said, you kill it and you make it rain. And that's when I, put my finger on my nose. I'm like, aha! That's what I was thinking of. And now I think it kind of came full circle, but I might be completely wrong. That's why I wanted to ask you what it was all about,
Well, and I would love to at some point, hopefully we get to talk to Jim, because I'd love to ask him like what the inspiration was, because he had said like once the idea of approaching you guys about being in the song, once that popped into his head, that's when things started to coalesce for him around what he wanted this to sound like. And I just wanted to think like, okay, well, where did where the brainstorm kind of come from all of a sudden to have that happen? Because that's a really interesting leap from BNL to this other sound, which I'm not saying I don't like that leap, but it's just a very big deviation from the usual norm. So how did Jim approach you guys about this? Like, how did that go about?
I think it was that Ted, our manager.
Ted Whitecap. He's our recording producer and manager. We met him through him. Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, we wanted to explore how to collaborate with other cultural artists with our music, and maybe bring something good out of it or something, or
So who did the now you had that was the one I was looking for. So you'd mentioned that you did other collaborations. I know when we were talking on the phone the other day, you mentioned that you had also done some other collaborations. What other bands would that be with?
We were planning to do some collaborations, but things take time, so
that they do.
Just brainstorming and stuff. So
we've reviewed a lot of Bare Naked Ladies songs, and we have found that they love to, I wouldn't say dabble, but explore many different genres of music from, you name it. They've gone into all kinds of stuff, and I found it was really good for them to have this like kind of inspiration to bring you on board and have you collaborate with them. I thought that was really fantastic.
How long did you guys record for?
Bare Naked Lady.
Jim. Yeah.
Excuse me?
How long did you guys record for? When you were recording for this song?
I think Tracy, it was 30 years ago.
Yeah.
For Pete's sakes, man. It's like, what were you eating in the studio?
I don't
know.
It took a while anyways.
Now,
I think
go ahead.
I think Jim heard us through our we're the first drum group, a powwow traditional group that got nominated into Juno Awards.
Oh wow!
Back in early '90s, and I think that's where the inspiration came in for Bare Naked Ladies, and that's how it came to be. So
that's amazing. So what were you guys nominated? Like, was it as a group as a record, or was it like for a specific song, or like what was the?
It was a group thing. It was
best Aboriginal group.
Best. At that time, I forgot what the category was, but it was something like called Best Traditional Group Album.
Yeah, we were competing against the guitars and other stuff.
But being nominated is even really, how do you say, give us more exposure, so to speak. So.
Sure.
Yeah, no, and it makes sense. I think you're right that may have been how they heard about it. And
yeah.
Jim has this
Plus,
ability.
we met a lot of artists at the Juno thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I want to say that was one of the years that they were doing. Was that one of the years that they were hosting or doing the opening pieces of it?
I believe so. There's two times that the other time we went there was to honor Buffy St. Marie for into the Hall of Fame there.
Mm-hmm.
And they had it at the Cops Coliseum there too. So we performed on stage.
Oh, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah. So it
was
pretty
really
awesome. Exhilarating. A lot of butterflies in my stomach seeing all those people.
No doubt. Wow, that must have been fun.
Oh, it was, yeah.
Wow, what a great opportunity.
And then on top of that, we did folk festivals throughout Canada. Went to folk festival music, and
I saw that there was one that you went in 2017, and
yeah.
Edmonton.
Yeah.
Well, this is sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's all good. Yeah.
No, I just had a thought that crossed my mind, and of course, whatever happens in my brain comes out my mouth. I don't have a filter.
It happens with everyone, buddy.
Oh my god,
it's called talking.
Works with some. If you met my mom, you'd understand. So this is a question that was kind of geared for Tracy, because Tracy loves the trivia of stuff. How many times has this song been played live?
Oh,
man.
You would have to ask me. This is like the one thing I didn't look up this week.
I did see a live performance on Ships and Dips when they're in the atrium of a boat.
Yep.
And
it was actually the Brothers Cregan.
Yeah, and Ed was on drums as well. Yeah.
Yep. Which is weird because that's not the part that was written for him with this song.
He just loves drums.
Yeah. I think that might have been because he played the bass, which is a really odd. Like normally Ed does not play bass.
No.
But he was playing the bass on this song on the recorded version, but Brothers Cregan was playing this song on the cruise, and I think that it was the bass. Well, no, that would have been the drummer that would have been playing.
Jim was on bass for the Chips and Dips one.
Are you sure? I thought it was him playing the electric guitar like he does during the normal part.
Oh my gosh, you're right. That's right. No, because I remember seeing the 6 knobs, and I'm like, why is he playing electric guitar?
Yeah, and it was the drummer for Brothers Cregan that was playing the bass for some reason, and then they had Bob Woodward. They had Bob. Hold on, I wrote it here somewhere. I thought I wrote it down here somewhere. They had Bob that was
Bob. Who doesn't know Bob?
Bob.
I wrote it down here somewhere. I'll find it later on. I'll be like, oh yeah, there it is. That was playing the what was the other part that he was playing? Because it wasn't the drums.
Somebody was on bongos, I thought.
That's what it was. He was on bongos, yeah.
Either bongos or congas or something. Yeah,
Yep.
It was kind of cut off, so.
So, there it is. Bob Woodburn was on the bongos.
Oh, that's right, because they did a little riff afterwards, and they're like, how many
woods can Bob burn?
if Bob would burn, can burn wood or something like that. I don't know. It was ridiculous. Yeah.
So they have played this song 25 times in concert. And they played it 12 times in 97 and 3 times in 96. And then other than that, like most of them are the early 2000s, and they haven't touched the song since 2010.
Bring it back.
I agree.
They played that song here in Calgary, and they invited us in. So,
oh, did they?
Yeah, I forgot what's that. It's at the University Coliseum there.
Jubilee.
Yeah. I think it was in Jubilee.
Oh, that would be so much fun to do on stage with them.
I know. Can you imagine?
How exciting.
Oh, it was. And that bass, I forgot what that instrument is called. If you see Jim's instrument there.
The stand-up bass.
Yeah, the stand-up bass.
His
you see
double
the bow hanger? Have you guys seen the bow hanger? It's beaded.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, I haven't.
That was our late mother gave that beaded bow bag to him. So.
Oh,
that's nice. Great.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I had something written down that when he brings that on stage, that to him is a show where he feels like B&L is going to need a little extra help. That's when he brings it out.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
It says something about an eagle feather it has in it as well.
Yeah. It does. Yeah.
Oh.
It's when you're gifted eagle, it's a high honor.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And he got really he went pretty well with my mom, and he hit it off pretty well. Yeah.
He was so fond of her that everywhere he went, he sent home tea to my mom because my mom loves tea.
Oh,
oh, that's great.
sweet guy.
Jim is so nice.
Oh
yeah.
So passionate
He used to
about
come around, then all of a sudden he just kind of disappeared. He must have been busy on tour or something.
Well, I mean, he hasn't come on and talked with us yet, so yeah, I'm gonna assume he's like super busy, and that's why.
Very busy.
Now it mentions that that someone was doing the drumming. Who was doing the drumming on this song?
Oh, we all do the drumming, so it's like when we sing, all of us do the drumming. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, and how many singers were there of you guys at the time of the recording?
Let's see. Wait, we're just counting. 12.
Wow.
Yeah. That's the main group there at that time. So.
I mean, that would explain
the group, so I kept it at a limit of 12.
A limit of 12. That's amazing.
Yeah.
It's a very powerful.
Even out the vocals with the drum, because sometimes the drum can be pretty loud.
Okay, I'm not kidding you, guys. There's a spider in my room.
Let me see him.
I'm trying. He's hiding. He is actually hiding at this moment underneath. Can I?
Good thing is coming your way.
Good luck.
Yeah, no, I'm totally stoked. I'm like, wait, there's a spider in my room during the song. This is great.
I'm having Blair Witch flashbacks right now.
Yeah, sorry about that. But so there's one thing you should know about me though is like Jim, I am actually an arachnophobe. So
no, he's not. He's a phile. Jim is an arachnophile.
Is he? Oh, he is an arachnophile. Yeah. That's right. It's his brother that's the arachnophobe.
Yeah.
His brother John is an arachnophobe.
Yeah, he's the one that tried to vacuum up the spiders, apparently, according to that autobiography.
Is that where it says in the lyrics about the Hoover was fast?
The Hoover, yeah.
Because his brother would literally chase the vacuum them up with the Hoover. And thank you for correcting me on that. Yeah, like he's an arachnophile. How did I read that wrong every time?
I think the lyrics say something about arachnophobia or something too, maybe.
Well, yes. I mean, the person,
that.
he doesn't like spiders and bugs, and spiders and snakes and wasps and bugs. Sorry. I mean, we should get to that, but I want to finish up on the musical piece on this. The other thing that there's two really cool things that are going on with the instruments in this song that I think need to be pointed out. Tyler is playing a Fisher-Price xylophone.
Was he?
He was.
Yeah, it says.
It's actually in the liner notes as a Fisher-Price xylophone. And I think that's kind of cool because, one, I mean, it kind of goes back to that. It makes you have this childhood feeling, and the slow descending of the notes that he does reminds me of rain falling, which of course then kind of reminds me of the Itsy Bitsy Spider. And Jim actually includes the Itsy Bitsy Spider sound in with the bass during the chorus.
Oh, does he?
I was listening for that. I didn't hear it, but
it's hard to hear. It's really down. It's when the sound swells and we're getting a whole bunch of different instruments coming in. It's pretty hard to hear.
Sneaky.
Yeah, and I think he also did that to make it easy on Ed.
Yeah.
But Ed is doing an amazing job on this song on the bass. During the pre-chorus, he has this bubble, bubble, boom, boom, bubble. It is just.
In the corner beside my bed, a very busy spinning thread. And I 8 legs in a little head.
I'll put a snippet in right there, but it is so amazing to hear what he is doing with that bass. Good job, Ed.
I've played bass guitar for 7 years, and if you can play regular guitar, you can definitely play bass. It's so much easier, I have to say.
I will take your word for it. The other instrument, I guess it's an instrument. I would call it an instrument when it's played for musicality. Is we have Gene Hardy who's playing the saw on this song.
Yeah.
Which at first I was like, what is that noise that I'm hearing? What is that? Is it not noise? What is that sound? And then like I looked in the liner notes, I'm like, yeah, that is a saw.
That
They use that
sounds
too.
like a whistle or something like that. Go.
Yeah, and it's
like
really eerie.
Yeah,
eerie sound to it.
Which
I was wondering if he was using the saw to make like thunder and lightning noises.
Yeah.
No, but it's that sound that you hear at the very beginning of the song. That squeal. It's a squeal, but it's also not. And it's beautiful, but eerie, and it's really kind of odd because it's diegenic in that, like, that's the feeling I have about spiders. Like, I know they're good, but at the same time, when one shows up, I do what I'm doing right now, which is just sit there and stare at it because I'm afraid that it's coming for me.
You've been hardwired to believe that they're gonna do something bad to you, but
yes,
at least to me, and all our spiders are non-venomous,
I hope you're right because he's coming closer to me.
Peaceful little dude. Yeah.
I thank you for your good luck. Now you may go away, please.
Go give somebody else some good luck. Yeah.
Yep. I'm full with good luck. Thank you.
So I take it, Tracy, that you're not the spider rescuer in the family.
I am. That's the funny thing is that, like, for a long time, I'm an arachnophobe. Like, I still am. But I've
Oh,
gone
really?
through many different
Didn't know
types
that.
of therapy, and in doing so,
Oh,
you
no,
know,
not
I've got
there.
the spider
Oh,
now.
there he is. Can we name him
Yes.
Jim? Hey, Jim.
Oh, Tracy, that
pick up
spider
the
is very toxic.
Thanks. He's walking right toward me.
I'm
gonna
put him on
put a
your
little-
finger.
Yeah.
Give him a
Wow,
little
what a
push.
coincidence.
I know. Right?
I mean, I'm in a basement, but I still very rarely see spiders down here. So I'll take it as a good sign, and I'm putting my iPad up to block its way.
Hey, Tracy. In the liner notes where it says Ed's on the bass, what's the BGs? would you
Backup
say?
vocals.
No.
Backgrounds.
Oh, backgrounds.
Yep, he's the
I would've
background
never
vocalist.
I would have never guessed that. Okay. They didn't get the BGs on.
No. But you'll actually, for whatever reason, whoever made this album did that on all of the liner notes
okay.
for this. You can see it throughout. Sorry. I'm trying not to freak out right now. I really am.
Oh, yes.
He's going
Yeah.
around my little barrier. He will not be deterred from getting to me.
Get the little house or something.
I'm gonna let you take over for a minute while I help him transport to a different place.
Oh, stop.
Ooh.
Are you really?
I would
Wow.
move him into the bedroom, Tracy.
Put him on make him nice and comfy in the bed or something.
Yeah,
Put him
exactly.
We're gonna take you over here.
Don't put him in your wife's pillowcase.
You know, there is a chance to be like a special spider, and if he gets bitten by it, he gets like superpowers or something. So you just never know. I'd be like a glass half full person.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
I'm sorry, I really am terrified of spiders.
Really?
You don't say.
Unbelievable.
And it's probably why this song speaks so well to me, because for a long time I did go about killing spiders, and I was like, I really need to stop doing that. And then I did a lot of therapy around it, and now I'm still terrified of spiders, but I'm at least kind to them.
Yeah, karma.
So
They're beneficial.
I know what to get you for Christmas now, Tracy.
oh God.
Be watching your mailbox.
I'm definitely going to be watching it now. Thanks. And the other thing is, like, Tyler, he's doing really cool things on the drums, but he's got this he's tickety tackety kind of sound that he's doing that I love. That
Find some room in a life raft home, a little rubber tomb.
it's just
Tickety
amazing.
tackety.
All the things that come together in this song, but they all blend so well.
Is that a technical term? Tickety tackety?
Tickety tackety. I like it. If it's not a technical term, it should be.
Exactly.
I think he's just busy hitting the rim of the snare or whatever. Probably.
That's what I was assuming it was. Either that or hitting the drumsticks together.
Yeah, some of those musics are unique, you know, Bare Naked Ladies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and when you look at some artists, you can tell some of the songs are almost similar in some ways, but with Bare Naked Ladies, it's mostly different. The songs are kind of
That's what we like
you
about
know?
them so much. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're very original. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they like to mix things up. So
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, you usually get at least one of these types of songs on each album where it is it's different than the rest of the songs that are on the album by a great margin.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
They like to take big swings.
It is. Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
We probably should talk a little bit about the song and what it's about.
We kind of have already in a roundabout way.
In
But
a roundabout way. We should probably talk about it more directly. I mean, this is one of the few songs where we know specifically what the song is about because Jim has come right out and said it.
It's
And
also
what
in the
inspired him.
title. It's about a spider in a room.
Yeah.
I mean, really.
He was inspired by this because it comes from his memories of gazing at a spider in the sandbox and pondering the consequences of killing it. and the old spider's tale that, 7 days of rain follow killing of a spider. And then it also contrasted with his fact that his brother used to hunt down spiders with the vacuum cleaner because he was afraid of them. And this was Jim's big pet project on this album. Like, he was keeping all the guys kind of in secret about what he was doing. Like, he would only let them hear bits and parts, and they had no idea what it was going to sound like until the end result came in. And he finally brought it to the band. He's like, here it is. And they're like, that's what you've been doing. Oh!
I really felt that the music and the powwow singing merged together very, very well. I thought it was almost seamless how it
it's very
combined and created kind of a harmony and a balance between the between all the instruments and all the performers, et cetera, et cetera. I thought was really, really nice.
Yeah.
I'm really curious to see what you guys, Stoney Park, what you guys think of the song as a whole. I know you guys did your part for the song. I'm curious to see what your opinions are about everything. I mean, you're not going to say anything bad because you're in it. I mean, it's like, but you might have different opinions. Who knows? So I'm curious to find out.
Did it come out the way you guys expected it to when you were recording it versus like what the final product was?
Yeah.
Somewhat, yeah. Yeah, it all started to fall into place.
We had to retake some areas. We had to retake here and there for the song, and we couldn't be able to, it was difficult, but we managed to put it all together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it was pretty good. Now, mind you, it has a different tune and rhythm on it, but it's something unique about it. It's very different. That's what I like about it.
Yeah. You listen to the Jim's version, that's a rock and roll version, and then you listen to the powwow version, our version, it's a powwow song.
Mm-hmm.
And then the blend of it is just so incredible.
Yeah.
So on the Shoebox EP, there was actually some footage of the recording sessions that you guys did with Jim. Now the unfortunate thing is, like, in the old computers, if you put it into the CD-ROM, it would play. If you put it into the newer computers, it just plays the music. It won't pull up the pieces of the sessions. You have to get like a really old computer in order to get it to happen. And you can't even do it with a DVD player or a Blu-ray. Like, it just doesn't recognize that anymore. But if you get an old computer, then you can, in fact, look at the recording sessions, which is really cool.
So what you're saying, Tracy, is you can just throw it right into your computer that you're recording on, and it comes right up.
No, even my computer that I'm recording on is too new.
What?
I have to go all the way to this backup computer from 2000 to find one where it will actually work.
Really? I thought you were operating off of a 2C.
No, I'm operating off from a 2010, but like still. It's old. It's ancient by computer terms, but it still won't play this. It's still like, oh, that's a CD. No, it's.
That's funny.
I think I did see on YouTube a clip of them trying to recording.
Did someone finally upload it?
I think so.
It was one of the things I wanted to get done this week, but didn't have a chance to.
I'll try to get a link in the chat if I can find it again. But
yeah, if you're able to find it, that'd be great.
Yeah.
The other thing that I love about this song is how much Kevin loves this song. So this was the album where Andy had just left, and they were searching out, and Kevin actually did the tour for this album, but was not on the recording sessions because he hadn't been in that soon. But when they came to him and they said, like, hey, we want you to do this, he said there were certain songs that very much reminded him of the band that he had just been with, the Look People. This was one of those songs where he's like, that just reminds me of this group, and I love it. And yes, I would love to be with you guys.
That's cool.
Yeah, thank you. Be honored.
Yeah, I mean, anything that brings Kevin to B&L, I'm all for that.
Yeah.
I think it's great that you were able to meet B&L and that you have pretty much lifetime backstage passes. I'm kind of jealous. A little. That's good. That's awesome that you guys have cultivated friendships above just a musical collaboration, and that and that your mom keeps on getting teased from around the world.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah.
That's just incredible. That's
We're still exploring though. Maybe try some other genres too. So
yeah,
with our group. So
yeah.
And if you release any other collaborations, we would love to plug that on the show, like in the future. Like if you let us know, like, hey, they tried out this and they have this coming out, we would love to put it out there for people to listen to.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Today,
I mean, I think all 5 of our listeners would benefit from that.
I think it's
just kidding, guys. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Maybe not. I don't know. But
so I'm going to move us over to ratings, if that's okay with you guys, because I feel like we've kind of dug deep and gotten all of the gold out of what we could talk about with the music and this. We haven't talked a lot. We keep going away from the lyrics, but I really love the lyrics of this song because Jim has a lot of fun playing around with what he's saying in this. Like, I think that's one of the things I love about this song is that it's not just about a person that kills a spider and then it's going to rain. Like, he's being really playful with the way he's using the words in the song. Like, I'd better grow some fins because it'd make it easier to swim.
Yeah. And then I wonder if in that one lyric there, it says, I wonder if he's talking about his brother or not, but he says, I don't like spiders and snakes, the way they crawl, the way they shake. I'm not too sure if that's him or is he saying that through his brother's.
I think you're right. I think it must be through his brother's eyes.
Yeah, something like that. That's what I was thinking. So.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I didn't know. Do spiders actually shake? Because that would be a little freaky. That would probably take me out of the room.
Not the one that I know.
I think it's the spiders that shake.
Yeah. No,
because he does that with the next part too, where he does that with the next part too, where he says, "I don't like moths and bugs because the way they buzz and they get in the rugs," which. I don't know many bugs that get in the rugs, but I know a lot of them that buzz. So he's kind of playing around. And I like how so he starts off this song saying like if I kill this spider, how is that going to make it rain? And then all of a sudden we get to the next verse and now we're on but where does a guy find some room in this life raft home? Because now he has caused the world to flood.
Oh, I get it now. Okay.
How many spiders did he kill? He has flooded the earth.
Well, maybe that's what happened to Noah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah. It was like the spiders kept coming in 2 by 2 and he kept on swatting them.
2 by 2. Darn it, where do they keep coming from?
Oh my God. The wires kept rising. And there goes the unicorns. Okay, great. Dinosaurs, they're done. Spiders keep on coming. That's funny.
All right, I found the video, you guys. Let me just copy this link.
No, you didn't. You didn't find anything.
Shoebox EP.
Is that even possible? That's funny. Oh. Yeah, I think what they did with the lyrics was very creative. I think it could have been very potentially a slippery slope that could have created a lot of tension or been quite abrasive to a lot of people. Especially nowadays, people are getting offended by any little thing. Somebody sneezes and they're like, "Oh, that's shame on you." That kind of thing. So
that is so true,
So I think it was done well, and I think it was they kept to the subject matter of and the subject matter of course is the whole kill a spider, make it rain kind of thing. So, but I thought it was like I said before, I thought it was connected to like a rain dance in some way, shape, or form. But that's just my ignorance about powwow music as a whole. I just don't know. People have points of view sometimes.
I want to know your point of view, guys. Do you think that there's a spider in the life raft? Is that the twist at the end of the song, that he's killed all these spiders, he's flooded the earth? Because then we come back to the chorus again after he's talked about being in the life raft, and we're back to there's a spider in my room, and he's freaking out again.
Possibly, because when you look at the title too of that in that album, it's Born on a Pirate Ship too. So
oh gosh, how come I never saw that? That's genius.
He was talking about the spider. The spider was born on a pirate ship.
Yeah.
This whole time.
And I wouldn't put it past a spider to climb onto the life raft. Being like, all right, guys, I'm ready. I'm ready to go. Let's go. Let's do this. And you're like, you go through all these motions to try to get rid of the spider, and you abandon ship per se, and then ta-da, the spider's with you. That's funny. Anyways, in my mind, it's funny.
Well, there's this. I don't know. I think it's Jim, but maybe it's you, Coleman. At the end, there's this spider where he's like really holding that note, but it sounds almost like he is freaking out about that spider. So I'm not sure who is doing that line.
I'm not too sure. I can't for myself. I can't remember.
Yeah, it wasn't me. It might have been Jim.
Wasn't me.
It sounded like Jim, but I didn't want to give credit to the wrong person.
Yeah.
So, are any of you guys afraid of spiders by any chance?
No, not really.
Not me. I just when I see one, I just pick it up and let it go on its way outside.
That's a good deed.
Yeah.
It's better than eating it.
Yeah.
Though you guys probably don't have much for large spiders up in Alberta.
I'm watching the video that you posted, Betsy.
Yeah, isn't it great?
I love watching Jim just kind of dancing to the music with it.
totally
And
groove
two,
into
him
it.
with
Yeah,
that
he's-
really long red curly
I
hair.
know.
All I can think is Carrot
Yep.
Top.
Oh yeah, he's very Carrot Top like.
We love you, Jim. Please come on the show.
I know.
But he's really knows his music, and he knows the tempo and rhythm, and that's what really makes him a real good friend towards us, a special place in our family. So
He's very
Wow, that's
passionate
great.
about it, right?
Yeah.
He's very
We
knowledgeable.
all became brothers. That's my crew and Bare
Yeah,
Naked Ladies. We all became brothers. Yeah.
yeah,
That's quite an honor for them.
yeah.
Yeah.
Did they partake in any sweat lodges or
no, not yet.
Not yet.
no?
Not yet. No.
Well, there's still time.
There's
Yeah.
That'd be
time,
fantastic.
One of our other brothers picked that up. So if they do come around,
Oh, great! Oh, that's fantastic.
I've diverted us several times now, but yeah, we should probably get over to ranking this song. So our guests don't know, but we rank this song, we rank every song from 0 to 5. 5 means that like this is your favorite song in the world. It's amazing. You would definitely want to have it on your island playlist. So like imagine the end of this song and you're stuck on the boat. You want to make sure that you have this song with you. 0 would be like, I wish this song had never been created. Is there a way to create time? Is there a parallel universe where this never happened? So we rank it anywhere between those two measures. I want to give you guys a chance to kind of think about your rating. So I'll go over to my co-host first and have them rank, and then we'll come back to you. All right, why don't I go with you, Stefan? We're going to rank it tonight on how many Stoney Park Pow-Wow Singers do you give this song?
Oh my gosh, that's a mouthful. Stoney Park Pow-Wow Singers.
You better keep it like
nice job.
like
First try.
There you go.
Thank you. I really
keep it
have
an
to
even
focus
number
on
so you
that.
don't have to divide them. Yeah,
Yeah.
like arms and legs, and keep it a whole number.
Well, at first, I wasn't sure what was going on. It started off with that eerie sound, and then it kind of kicked into the powwow singing, and I thought to myself, "Ooh, this is interesting." I'm curious to see where they go with this, because it could either be really good or it could be really bad, and I think they really pulled it off. It sounded good. The lyrics meshed really well with the sounds and the singing and the chanting, and I thought it was really well done. The music just blended seamlessly together. I don't have a problem with Bare Naked Ladies and their ability to just mesh their instrumental music with whatever. They're extremely talented in that way, and I really, really appreciate them bringing honor. I guess depends on your viewpoint, I suppose. But in my viewpoint, I thought that they really brought honor to this style of singing, which isn't very common, and bringing it to the forefront and being able to utilize. My dog is talking to my thing. Being able to just merge it all together. It was just beautiful. So what would I put this on my playlist? I'm not sure. But do I not like it? I definitely like it, which is awesome. So I don't know. I'm hemming and hawing. I'm sorry, guys. I should just get to the ratings, and I don't think I can say Stoney Park Pow-Wow Singers again. So I think.
But you did.
What do I rate this thing? This is touchy. I would say I'm what's striking my fancy is 3.75. I think it's really well done, and I think everything just works. For some reason, it works.
So someone's missing an arm.
Damn BNL.
Or something.
Betsy, what about you?
Yeah. So I have to be honest. At first, I wasn't sure how I felt about this song
Lie to us,
because
Betsy. Lie
it
to us.
just took me by surprise. Because what'd you say, Stefan?
I said, lie to us, Betsy. Lie to us.
No, never. I just was not expecting that type of music from Bare Naked Ladies. Like, I know they collaborate a lot, but I think I warmed up to it, and then I was kind of glad that they did collaborate with you guys, because now that I have that exposure to that music, it's something I know I like now. So I think I would give this 4.0 Stoney Park Pow-Wow Singers. There we go. I got it.
No, you did it.
Yeah, I did.
All right, and now we'll go over to the gentlemen themselves and get your ratings. Where do you guys rank this song? What do you think?
Stoney Park.
And
Stoney
as
Park.
I'm putting these in,
Stoney
just so
Park.
I can make sure I connect it to the right names, because it's hard not to do that when you don't have faces.
Yeah.
Why don't I go through? Greaves, what do you give this for a rating?
I go with 4.5.
Excellent rating.
All right,
Excellent.
I like it.
Yeah, 'cause,
Coleman.
Yeah. I go all the way 5. I had a good time making that.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm open for more if Jim ever comes along.
You heard that, Jim.
We'll send him your way if we ever hear from him.
Yeah.
We will. Totally, we will. Junior, what about you?
Well, probably a 4.
4?
A 4. Yeah, just a regular song.
Yeah.
And what about you, Harlan?
He's undecided, so
Undecided. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I'll go, and then if he has his opinion, then he can jump in and tell his.
Yeah.
All right. Because we're not all as opinionated as I am, and I'm very opinionated, especially about this song. So I think that this song actually suffers from bad placement on the album. So putting a long song like this song is at 4 minutes, and they put it right after a 5-minute song. They put it right after Break Your Heart. So, I mean, we've got The Old Apartment, and then Call Me Calmly, and then Break Your Heart. I mean, we got some really heavy hitters there, some really great songs. And they took him and they put this 4-minute song right after a 5-minute song that was powerful, with Steve like cracking up at the end of the song, cracking up emotionally. And then you're looking for an upbeat song, sure, but are you really looking for an oddity song, like something that's different and out there? I think that if this song had followed Just a Toy or Same Thing, that people would have a very different opinion of this. I think that it would have a much better rating. I love this song. And as I looked at my numbers this week, I realized that there's a reason that I love BNL. And it has a lot to do with the fact that I give a lot of really high numbers. But you know what? I have to put this song into that group, no matter how much and how crowded it's getting up there at the top. Because this is my favorite Jim song of all time. And it's definitely one of my favorite BNL songs. So I got to give this a 5.
oh wow, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, you're welcome. You earned it. I mean, this song is amazing.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry for
I'm
giving it a
proud
low
of that
ranking,
song
guys.
myself.
I'm proud of it too. We get a good experience with another musician, an artist that we did with, and not a whole lot of Native American power music is done with other artists, so it's so
That's true.
Yeah, so that's why
That's very true.
it's very how do you say a good spirited song in some ways. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, guys, you did awesome. You really did. It sounds
Thank
great.
you.
You know what? And the title of that song, Spider in My Room, if you really look at it, all of us, we all have something in common. There's always a spider in our room. So
That is true.
yeah.
That is true. Can't escape it, really.
Yeah.
They always find a way.
Yeah, no kidding. Where'd he go?
This song, again, it's another one that's always been burned on my brain because Bopes has always been one of my favorite albums. It's not everybody's favorite album, but for me, it is. And because there's a line in this, and that's why I'm so sad that I couldn't make it because, gee, my schedule's been crazy lately, like everybody's. But it's the whole there's the line, I don't like spiders and snakes. And there was a song when I was a kid that's a country song that in it is, I don't like spiders and snakes, but I got what it takes to love you or something. I can't, it's a country song from I think the 70s.
Did I mention their truck and their dog as well?
Yeah, oh probably. You know what? That's gonna drive me country song. Like, oh yes, it's God, that is old. Spiders and Snakes, Jim Stafford, 1974.
Wow.
And yeah. Oh, that's what it is. I don't like spiders and snakes, and that ain't what it takes to love me. I can't believe I remember that song. But because again, my dad listened to country music all the time, and I was born in 74, and that, like, I remember that line. And when I heard that line in Spider in My Room, I was like, I always want to continue with the rest of the other song. Now, I hate spiders. This was my first kind of foray into Jim's bizarre world of like this boy.
Yeah.
All right, I'm back.
He really did not like
We're
that
back.
response that you wanted to lower that score.
I lost you when you said this is Jim's bizarre foray into, and then boom.
That was that began my bizarre foray into Jim's bizarre world or whatever.
Yes, that's where I lost you. That's when it stopped recording.
Betsy we thought it was because of what Betsy just said.
No, I lost it before that.
Okay.
I don't even know what Betsy said, and I won't get it on the flip side. So,
well, I guess she'll have to say it again. She's making a change.
I'm making a change.
okay, hold on one second, because my
change
my spreadsheet is not yet reloaded from when I lost the internet, so it's gonna take
I once
a
lost
couple
the internet.
moments.
Took me days to find it.
You
I was
need
like, where
to
did it
take
go?
that computer out back office space style.
Yeah, that's right.
Smash the shit.
Man,
out
it
of
feels good to be a gangster. Yeah, it does.
All right, go ahead, Betsy.
Drag its guts out. Yeah, I was just telling Heidi about how I kind of agreed more with her score of Spider when I was thinking about it after the fact. I think 3.5 for me feels better just because it isn't a song that I listen to on a regular basis, but when I hear it, I appreciate it, and I appreciate Jim's voice and the nuances, and I really love the Pow-Wow Singers. But I feel like for me, when I really, really love a Bare Naked Lady song, it's because it's like the perfect blend of the lyrics and the music. And the music's pretty well there, but the lyrics are not quite where they need to be like a 4+ for me.
Okay. I still think it's a 5, but whatever.
Okay.
Okay, thanks.
I'll be getting you a spider for Christmas.
Oh,
put it in your room.
I want to
Gotta name it Jim.
Spider.
Jimmy Creek and the Spider.
I want to get a tarantula for
Give him a
Christmas.
Tiny little upright bass.
Itty bitty upright bass. I can crochet the
Big
bass.
bass.
I'll just crochet it a really tiny bit.
Yes. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Crochet
Spider
a
bait.
tiny
You know
spider
what
with a
those
tiny
cute little
upright
spiders
face.
though? What are those cute spiders with the cute little eyeballs? and the
Yeah, I can picture them, but I have no idea. I'm not even sure I even knew what they were called.
They have
I've
a
just
name,
seen them.
and I saw the like I can't remember, but they're adorable, and I hate spiders, but that's a cute little spider.
If I Google cute spider, am I gonna
Oh,
regret
it's gonna
it?
pop right up.
I bet it will.
It will. It pop
Bite
up
me
like
in
a
the
spider
face.
bot pops
No, a
up.
spider bite right in my eyeball.
I got
So
a
Heidi,
spider bite in my eyeball.
Oh, it's cute.
I do have an appearance for people this week.
Ooh.
I the Ships and Dips version of this is what I want people to go watch. It is amazing. And I love watching Andy because he's on the piano, but I don't think anyone's ever seen anyone ever play the piano like Andy is playing this piano on this recording.
Oh.
He
He's
holds nothing back.
He's literally the top of the piano is open. He's literally playing the strings and beating on the wood boards.
Wow.
He
Eat your
never
heart out,
touches the
Holly,
keys
huh?
in the entire song. Andy will find a new way of playing any instrument that you give him.
Yeah.
That is a true musician.
I was gonna say he's
It
the
is.
definition of a creative person. Like he just thinks differently, and
He's an artist.
he
And
is
if you're
artist.
watching him when he's
Artist, yeah.
playing, he's not just playing, he's dancing while he's playing.
Yeah, he's like electrified. It's crazy.
I love watching him play these songs that he does with his brother because he gets so into them.
Mhm.
There's a song, Dancing While You're Playing.
Is that right?
Andy, you got Andy Works 5 coming out, so add that one in. Right there.
Well, when you had him on the show too, you were talking to him and he kept grabbing like all his toys, like different musical instruments. He's like, "Oh wait, check this one out." And he's, he's just like a kid in a candy store. He just loves it.
Andy is like, if you are a musician, he is like the person you want to be in the room with, like, and just hanging out with, because he's going to come up with so many amazing, inventive things.
That is so awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Explore.
guys, where can people find more about you?
Well, we got our music's on Spotify and iTunes. Our albums are on there, and then on social media, we're on Facebook, Stoney Park, where you found us, and then we have our regular profile on there too, a personal profile too. So Stoney Park. So it just all goes in there. So.
I've been listening to you guys the last couple of days ever since I reached out, and I would definitely, whether it's your kind of thing or not, listening to it and going out and trying out this this thing that's new to you. You're either going to love it or you're not, but at least give it a try. And I have like found this new appreciation for it. I mean, I don't know what's being said because I'm horrible at languages in general.
Yeah.
But the rhythm, the vocality is just really mesmerizing. I enjoy listening to you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes.
Yes. Our last album, not only did we use our language, we used other languages.
Other
wow.
different tribal languages.
Yeah, other tribal languages. Yeah.
Wow.
That is so respectful.
Yeah.
Because I think, I think we've been to every state in the U.S. and every province in Canada too. So it's we.
I'm gonna look you up on Spotify right now.
I was just going to say, do you guys have any tours set up for the near future?
Not since the pandemic started. We just did one recently. We went to go give a women's veteran song away, the very first one, down in Sisseton, South Dakota.
Oh, wow.
In our culture, there was no a veteran song for women, so we gave him a song, big high honor for the women's veterans. So,
Oh wow,
which
that's
was
awesome.
What's the name of that one?
Agichita Women. That means a women warrior.
Okay.
I like it. So I would recommend go out, listen to these guys, and if they end up touring again, go out and see them. They are like, if you're watching any of these videos that they have on their Facebook page or in the recording that I will have in the liner notes, like it's energizing and electric to watch these guys playing and definitely interesting. So I would recommend going out and doing that.
And if you see us live, you know, you can just come up and shake our hand and say hello, you know.
Yep. We're planning on hitting the road this next year. If no pandemic shows up.
Everything's calm.
Yeah.
Knock on wood. I still believe in superstitions.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you so much for agreeing to come on and taking the time to come on and talk with us. Like, it's been a real blast. Thank you.
Yes, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah. And if you ever get a hold of Jim to be on the show, let us know so we can maybe all get together or something like that.
Oh, that'd be great.
I would love to do that. I will let you know if we schedule Jim to come on.
Yeah, awesome.
We'll have you as our special guest. Jim, this is your life. And like we'll have you kind of like in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds great.
Jim, do you recognize this voice?
Yeah.
That'd be great.
That's
you
awesome.
sent tea to his mother several times.
Yeah.
So guys, I gotta get going. I don't know if you knew, but like my family has been dealing with the flu most of the week, and yeah, like they're still ill. So
man.
Yeah.
Prayers to your family. Yeah.
And Betsy's over there like
This is his way of segueing to the next song and turning it into some sort of dad joke. So
yeah, next week's song is Still Ill.
Yeah.
Their cover.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Their cover of the Smith song.
I hope your flu family feels better.
They hopefully will. That's my wife texting me
Yeah.
the fourth time saying, "Get up here and help me out."
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before we go, I like to say, I just want to say music is universal. It doesn't matter what race or culture you're from.
Very much.
It's all beautiful, you know, and sometimes different music come together, make something unique. So that's what we explore too. So
Yeah. It's very healing too. It's very
very
unifying.
healing.
It's very healing.
You guys
Yes.
are absolutely correct.
Yeah, definitely.
Man, it was an honor having you on the show.
Yeah, I was so excited to meet you guys.
yes,
Yes,
thank you.
you
Nice
too.
meeting you all.
Thank you. Very nice meeting you as well.
Well, have a great night, all of you. And thanks. That was fun.
Oh my God. I had a feeling.
Betsy knew what I was doing. She's just sitting there. I could see the look on her face like, oh God, there he goes again.
Tracy, you have a voice when you're trying to get somebody on something.
Oh, I know.
Kind of awesome. So, where in Alberta are you? I brought up Google Maps. So I'm like taking a look.
We're close. Look on a map called
What I didn't tell you is he's on Google Maps and he's like zoning in using the satellite photos.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Well, no, I'm not that far. I'm not that advanced. No, but I'm just taking a look at the Canadian Rockies, and are you on the east or the west side of the Rockies?
on the east side of the Rockies.
Oh,
East side, so closer to Calgary then.
Yeah, closer to Calgary. We're between.
Oh, okay. All right, I got him right there.
Yeah.
now I do have a question about that because I mean, it could have just been someone not getting their facts straight, but in Paul Meyer's book, which I put here somewhere, I must have put it away. He had said that Jim caught the flight out to Saskatchewan. That's why I said Saskatchewan earlier.
Oh.
Was that Paul Myers just getting his facts wrong?
I believe so, because Jim initially visited us here, and we took him around tour and spent some time with us here for a bit.
So you heard that, Paul?
That's
Fix that.
awesome.
That's a typo in your book.
Based on what I can see, you guys are in a beautiful area. Wow. I'm jealous. I'd love to go out there.
You're really freaking me out there, Stefan.
Why? Oh, it's on my bucket list. I love looking at maps. I'm a map guy.
A drone above wherever you are, then that's Stefan.
I know. I'm really worried. Like, we don't need you to bring the drone into them at this point to hear them. We're good.
I don't even have a drone.
That's true. You wouldn't know how to use a drone.
If you did, though.